In the vast realm of animated television, one yellow-skinned family has consistently defied the odds. They've been a cornerstone of pop culture, their iconic faces recognized in every corner of the globe. They've made us laugh, they've made us think, and they've even made us cry. But above all, they've dazzled us with a peculiar knack for peering into the future. Yes, we're talking about The Simpsons. This beloved family from the fictional town of Springfield has an uncanny ability to predict future events with an accuracy that would make Nostradamus jealous. From technology advancements to political shifts, their predictions have been as diverse as they are astounding. We're about to delve into this intriguing phenomenon, exploring some of the most mind-boggling predictions that the show has made for the year 2040. So, buckle up as we journey into the future, as foretold by our beloved Springfield residents. Our time travel begins in the early years where the seeds of prophecy were first sown. In the vast cosmos of animated sitcoms, The Simpsons has always been a peculiar star. Its uncanny knack for predicting the future has left many of us bewildered. But when did this all start? Let's rewind the clock and venture back to the early years. One of the earliest and most talked about predictions was that of Donald Trump's presidency. In an episode that aired in the year 2000, we saw a grown-up Lisa Simpson sitting in the Oval Office, referring to a budget crisis caused by President Trump. Fast forward 16 years later, and the world was left gobsmacked as reality mirrored fiction, and Donald Trump was elected as the 45th President of the United States. But that's not all. The Simpsons didn't just predict politics, they delved into the realm of science too. In a 2001 episode, Homer Simpson, our beloved donut-loving character, scribbles an equation on a blackboard. To the untrained eye, it's just a jumble of numbers and symbols. But in reality, it was a remarkably accurate prediction of the mass of the Higgs boson particle, a fundamental particle that was officially discovered 11 years later in 2012. These early predictions were just the tip of the iceberg. They set the stage for what was to come. The Simpsons didn't stop at predicting the presidency or groundbreaking scientific discoveries. They ventured into the world of technology, societal changes, and even global events. But why? How could a simple animated sitcom foresee the future with such precision? Some attribute it to mere coincidence, while others believe in the show's prophetic prowess. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear. The Simpsons have a knack for seeing into the future, and they're not afraid to use it. These early predictions were just the beginning, as The Simpsons continued to predict the future with startling accuracy. As we journey through the timeline, the predictions become even more astonishing. Let's delve into the middle years of the show, where The Simpsons' foresight truly starts to boggle the mind. One of the most notable predictions from this period is the Ebola outbreak. In an episode aired in 1997, Marge Simpson is seen reading a book to her son, Bart, titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus. Fast forward to 2014, and the world was grappling with a devastating Ebola epidemic. This prediction, made nearly 2 decades prior, left many viewers astounded at the show's eerie prescience. Then we have the FIFA corruption scandal. In an episode from 2014, The Simpsons depicted a FIFA executive being arrested for corruption, a year before the actual FIFA corruption scandal broke out in 2015. The episode even had a character declaring that he was with the FIFA Federation, which was a clear allusion to the international football body. When the real-life scandal hit the headlines, many pointed to this episode as another example of The Simpsons' uncanny ability to predict the future. What's truly mind-boggling about these predictions is the sheer level of detail the show managed to get right. It wasn't just generic predictions of global events, but specific incidents that seemed far-fetched at the time, only to become reality years later. It's also worth noting that these weren't isolated incidents. The Simpsons had a knack for predicting a range of events, from technological advancements to political shifts, and even pop culture phenomena. The show's writers seemed to have an uncanny sense of what was to come, a talent that has kept viewers on the edge of their seats for decades. But The Simpsons didn't stop there. The predictions kept coming, and they kept proving true. As we move forward in the timeline, the predictions become even more astonishing and thought-provoking, so stick around. The best is yet to come. Now, we delve into the most recent predictions, where the Simpsons have outdone even themselves. The last few years have seen the Simpsons predict events with an uncanny degree of precision. Let's sit back and marvel at the prescience of our beloved Springfield residents. In one of the more recent instances, The Simpsons astonishingly predicted the finale of the much-loved television series Game of Thrones. Yes, you heard that right. In an episode aired a full 2 years before the actual finale, The Simpsons foresaw the fiery fate of King's Landing, leaving viewers gobsmacked. An impressive feat, wouldn't you agree? Then there's the prediction of the Disney acquisition of Fox, in an episode dating back to 1998 titled, "When You Dish Upon a Star." We see a sign at the front of the Fox studio lot that reads, "A division of Walt Disney Company." Fast forward 20 years and what do we have? Disney announces its acquisition of Fox in 2018, an event that seemed to be foretold by our favourite yellow-skinned family 2 decades prior. And let us not forget the episode Bart to the Future, which aired in the year 2000. It depicted Lisa Simpson as the President of the United States, succeeding someone referred to as President Trump. It was a full 16 years before Donald Trump was elected president, yet The Simpsons had already planted the seed. The list goes on, with The Simpsons predicting everything from technological advancements to social changes, political events, and even environmental issues. The show's knack for foreseeing the future is, without a doubt, uncanny. The Simpsons' prophetic powers seem to know no bounds. But what does this mean for the future? As we continue to watch the show, we can't help but wonder, what other predictions are yet to come true? And more importantly, is the future already written in the annals of this animated sitcom? The answers, dear listeners, might be closer than we think. With such an uncanny track record, one can't help but wonder, what does The Simpsons predict for our future? The show's creators have not shied away from envisioning a world vastly different from our own, a world that we may be inching towards. The Simpsons has painted a picture of a future where the line between reality and virtuality blurs. Remember that episode where the Simpsons family indulges in virtual reality food? It seems far-fetched, doesn't it? But consider this, we are already living in a world where virtual reality is not just a concept, but a thriving industry. We've been teleporting ourselves to different worlds, experiencing things beyond our wildest imaginations, all from the comfort of our living rooms. So is the idea of virtual reality food really that outrageous? Imagine a world where you can taste the most exquisite cuisines without a single calorie count, a world where food allergies are things of the past. The possibilities are endless and deliciously intriguing. Now let's shift gears and delve into the cosmic realm. The Simpsons has also predicted the end of the universe, a concept that is simultaneously fascinating and terrifying. The show suggests a future where our universe as we know it ceases to exist. It's a concept that has been toyed with by scientists and philosophers for centuries. Could there be an eventual collapse of the cosmos? Could there be a cosmic reset button leading to an entirely new universe? These are questions that even the brightest minds can't answer definitively. The Simpsons doesn't claim to have these answers either, but what it does, quite brilliantly, is stimulate thought and conversation. It encourages us to question, to imagine, and to be open to a future that might look extraordinarily different from the present. Only time will tell if these predictions will come true, but if the past is any indication, we are in for an interesting ride. The Simpsons' ability to predict the future is as fascinating as it is mysterious. We've journeyed through the earliest predictions, the middle years, and their latest forecasts, all of which have been uncannily accurate. From technological advancements to political outcomes and even societal shifts, The Simpsons have managed to foreshadow many events long before they unfolded in reality. This animated family from Springfield, with their yellow skin and 4-fingered hands, have not only entertained us but have also given us a glimpse into the future. Their predictive powers, whether intentional or merely coincidental, have left us in awe and sparked countless discussions. We've only scratched the surface of The Simpsons' prophetic prowess. There's so much more to uncover, and we encourage you to share your thoughts, theories, and observations. Remember, the future is not set in stone, but in the world of The Simpsons, it might as well be etched in yellow.